AirTanker has a contract with the Royal Air Force, the UK MOD, to provide an air-to-air refuelling service. Obviously the main part of that service is the aircraft, and the aircraft that we now know as Voyager is a derivative of the Airbus Defence and Space's multi-role tanker transport aircraft, which is based on the Airbus A330-200 aircraft. The RAF spec for the aircraft, which we call Voyager, is a 3-hose aircraft. We've been operational since 2012. The Air Force has gradually built up its training capability of operating the squadron in terms of trained crews. As of today, we're at the end of September 2014, 10 aircraft have been delivered. So the Air Force now has its core fleet of 9 aircraft, and that's 8 military and 1 civilian aircraft that AirTanker Services operates in over the next 2 years. The last 4 remaining aircraft are delivered, approximately 2 a year, and that will be the total complement of 14.
So I'm the mission systems officer on the aircraft. So essentially I'm the person that deals with all the extra stuff that makes this a tanker and not a civilian A330. So back here we've got a suite of cameras that allow me to watch all the receivers as they move around the aircraft, and then a refueling system that allows me to control flow of fuel to all the receivers as they need it and want it, and control which wing hose or centerline hose they go onto. Yeah, so the process as the aircraft arrive on the wing, as you saw earlier, they report to the captain of the aircraft that they're echelon left, and that releases them over to my control, where I'll move them astern, the right or the left hose, or the centre if it's a large aircraft like we'll see later on. And from that point onwards I control the formation. So I'll be responsible for the safety of the aircraft as they're moving around, notwithstanding the fact that they're also pretty responsible themselves to not fly into each other. But it's under my control that they move to a particular hose and connect and disconnect under my command.
So my name's Andy Roberts. I'm one of the sponsored reserve captains with AirTanker Services. So today I'm in my military role as a flight lieutenant in the Royal Air Force Reserve, and the rest of the time I'm a training captain on the A330 on the AirTanker civil aircraft. The sponsored reserves, really it's a 3-way agreement between the MOD, AirTanker Services and the individual, and we provide a pool of trained manpower to support the Air Force, both in normal operations where we assist with providing the training service, and if there was ever an emergency whereby the Air Force needed a surge capability, we provide an extra 14 pilots that can join the ranks of the Royal Air Force to assist with operating the Voyager aeroplanes. We've been able to bring in people with quite a diverse range of backgrounds, from experienced people within the military. So we've got ex-AAR refuel instructors, ex-standards evaluation pilots from Norton, test pilots, flight safety officers, and combine that with people who've had no involvement with the Air Force whatsoever, but have got experience of civilian best practice. And we've been able to bring both of those sides together to allow the Air Force to have really quite a smoother transition into operating the aeroplane, because it's had that civilian best practice and the military ethos.
The contract is 14 aircraft. The day-to-day peacetime requirement, the Air Force has stated it wants 9 aircraft, so that leaves 5 spare aircraft, but an AirTanker has the ability to lease those on the civil market as air transport aircraft. The Voyager aircraft has the ability to operate on both the UK civil and the military register, and all the military modifications have been designed to be roll removable, so we can remove the refuelling pods and the MSO console and the military equipment and put that aircraft on the G-Reg and operate it as an A330.